Well, the course is going to look like, first of all, whatever the university wants it to look like. I mean, there are guidelines that you're going to follow. Okay, but what the course should look like is it should be pleasing, and it should be something the student wants to enter. And it should be in such a way that it's clear, and you should be somewhat concise. So, for example, when I do discussion boards or those type of things, I mean, the question should be 1-2 sentences, get to the point, what do you want to know? And there should be some outcome associated with that. The student, at the end of the day, can't come up and ask you a follow-up question. So what do you want them to do? How do you want them to do that? It also should be specific on requirements for the class. So like when I talk about papers that are due or tests that are done, I'm very specific and write out the type of answers that I want. In my online classes, I may actually give an example of what I would consider a poor answer, an example of what I would consider a good answer. And the reason for that is in traditional classes, you can have those type of discussions. But students need to know they don't need to try to predict what you want to come out of that material. The same thing with papers. In my classes, I hesitate sometimes in posting an example paper, but what I will do is I'll post exactly what I want to see under sections. Like these are the type of questions you need to answer. At the same time, I communicate clearly that I want significant thought on their part also. But what it looks like is what the student needs it to look like, what the university wants it to look like. At the end of the day, it's how do you it needs to look like. It needs to help the student understand clearly what the expectations that they are in the class and how they can meet those.